Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision.
I think when he's in the octagon, he's fighting at about 75% of what I see on a daily basis at the gym.
Well, history is going to look back fondly on Khabib Nurmagomedov, but every time he competes, he puts his status as one of the greatest fighters of all time on the line, and that status, of course, on the line yet again here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia, Monster. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready.
Well, huge buzz for this fight, and round 1 is now underway. A clash of styles in some respects between a grappler and a 5-tool player type, but certainly the more well-rounded fighter has no problem engaging this.
No, he doesn't mind grappling, but he also has the ability to fight on the feet, something the grappler does not really feel comfortable with doing. He seems to be behind the 8 ball a little bit, but let's see how he manages getting this fight to the ground.
Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. Single collar tie now.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Right hand punches the clinch.
So both guys landing at will here. Good action early. And they separate.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Nice straight right lands. So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl piece.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know when somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Ooh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and try to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out of Muay Thai clinch.
Oh, and he caught the kick.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
And they separate. Slips the punch.
Good spin. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming.
Oh, single collar tie here. Gets the elbow up into the target. Well, you you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Nurmagomedov gets caught by the elbow there. Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent some problems if that keeps landing.
He's having a tough time getting his offense going because that jab is just stopping him every time. He's got to be careful dipping his head and throwing that jab.
So we call on the numbers here. 40 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Just out of range with that left hook.
Don't wait. I need you to be first now.
Big punch land. Ooh. Beautiful body kick lands right under the elbow.
Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Right on the button. Well, he has certainly found the and potentially a critical takedown here. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. 30 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here for Bob. 15 seconds remain in the round. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Settle down. Listen, you are taking way too much damage to the body, man. All right? Remember how we trained for this. All right? You're not protecting the body. You need to focus on your footwork.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His strong leg packs so much power that even when he doesn't throw it full throttle, you see he's able to inflict damage. We'll see if he can keep it going here in this round.
He doesn't throw it full power, but even when he feints it, he draws out reactions from his opponents because they don't want to get hit with any more of those kicks. It's a sight to behold.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov, DC.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. And Khabib lands early and he lands often.
Got the single collar tie. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Huge damage from that elbow in the clinch.
Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Oh, he lands a hook there, DC. That was one of his more significant lands of the fight.
He can land that strike over and over again.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
And a nice jab there, champ.
The jab was a lost art in mixed martial arts. Guys have found it, and they are fighting behind it real well.
Nurmagomedov gets tagged with that jab. Pretty good weapon for him tonight.
Right hand punch from the clinch.
All right, some really grueling work here in the clinch. Both fighters really struggling to gain a dominant position.
That happens whenever you understand the position. Both know exactly what they need to do, and when both fighters are trying to do the same thing, it's very, very difficult to get the desired result.
Now he's got the Muay Thai block. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
And this might just be a matter of time. Oh, that's going to do it in a quick tap from there as he gets it done by submission.
The moment he got the arm straight, he got the pressure with his hips to force his opponent to tap, and he wins the fight.
It's a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 14 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.